Hello guys, you're welcome to another tutorial on my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing how to cut and sew this beautiful circle dress with ruffles. This tutorial is detailed and beginners friendly, so if this is what you like to see, keep watching. Let's get into the video. For this tutorial, I'll be working with two different fabrics. The black here is crepe and it is for the upper part, while this is African print for the lower part and it is 2 yards. I'll be working on the upper part first. Now this fabric is a leftover fabric which is less than 2 yards. It is 1 yard and 10 inches. The first thing I'll do is to fold this fabric into two in a triangular way because I'll be cutting the back and front piece separately. Now this is the length of the fabric and this is the servage, so I'll fold the length against the servage like so. Now that we have our fold, let's proceed to take the necessary measurements. Go ahead and divide your shoulder measurement by 2 and add ½ inch sewing allowance. Mine is 8 inches. See the way I place my tape? Go ahead and do the same, and wherever you get that measurement, mark it and draw a straight line across. I marked 8.5 inches instead of 8 inches because I didn't want to mark the exact measurement. And here we have the starting or the shoulder line. The next thing to do is to take the neck measurement. The width is 3 inches and the depth is 3 inches as well. Then I will take my shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus ½ inch sewing allowance, which is 8 inches. And from that mark, I'll come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope, then connect the points to the neck area. From that shoulder slope, I'll measure my armhole depth. Now placing your tape to measure your armhole like so seems correct because of the way the fabric is folded, but it isn't, except you want excess fabric at that upper part. So what I will do is to mark my armhole depth. I'll mark it, then I'll use that point as a guide to remark my shoulder measurement, that's 8 inches, and I'll connect the point into a straight line. Now let's create the armhole curve. To do that, divide your bust circumference by 4, then get the midpoint of the armhole line. From that midpoint, you go in by ½ inch, then connect the points together. So because this is a free dress, we don't need to take the hip or waist measurement. Now I'll measure my desired length. The full length of this dress is 37 inches. I'll make the upper part 27 plus ½ inch sewing allowance, making 27.5. Then the lower part will be 10 inches. I'll measure the 27.5 all round, maintaining my tape at the starting line. Alright guys, the last thing to do before cutting is adding the allowance. I will add ½ inch for ease and 1 inch sewing allowance, making 1.5 inches allowance in total. Then I will extend the line, not in this slant way but in a straight way. I don't want the hem wider than it already is because the wider your hem, the more fabric it will consume for the ruffles. And this is all for the drafting of the front piece. I will cut it out now. I was supposed to add ½ inch sewing allowance to the shoulder, but I totally forgot. So I added it to the armhole side of the shoulder, but it didn't really form well because it was supposed to extend to the neck area. So it gave me this unbalanced shape. You will see it when I spread out this front piece, but I later trim it off when I wanted to join the shoulder. So don't forget to add ½ inch sewing allowance to your shoulder, okay? I will fold the remaining fabric into two, just like I folded the front, to cut out the back piece. And the difference between the back and front piece will be the neck depth and the armhole. I'll first draw a straight line like so, and from there I'll come down by 1 inch for the neck depth. For the armhole, this is what it will look like. And this is all for the back piece. I will cut it out now. Since this is a free dress, there's no need to add zipper, but for an easy wear, I'll come down from the back neck depth by 5 inches to create a slit. And this is all for the cutting of the back and front piece. The next thing to do is to cut out facing to turn the neckline. This is the piece for the front facing. I folded it into 2 before placing the front piece on it. I will trace out the shoulder, the neckline, and cut out the length I want it to have. And this is how I will stitch. I'll place it on the right side of the front piece like so. I'll stitch the neckline with 1/2 inch measurement. After stitching the neckline, I'll fold in the edge once, then run a stitch round it to give it a neat finishing. And after stitching, I'll turn it to the other side and use hemming gum to hold it down. For the back piece, I'll be using this for the facing. I'll repeat the same thing, trace out the shoulder, the neckline, and cut out the length. To stitch, I will also place it on the right side of the back piece, and I will run a stitch round the neckline and the slit. But before I stitch, I will place a loop at the top of the slit because I'll be attaching a button there, and this is it. The length is 3 inches and the width is 1 inch. I just stitch the edge, nothing serious. Now the length of your loop should totally depend on the size of your button, okay? Then I'll place it at 1/2 inch below the neckline, pin it down, head over to the sewing machine to stitch using 1/2 inch measurements. And this is what I have after stitching the loop and turning the neckline. I flip in the facing, turn in the edge, and use hemming gum to hold it down. For the front piece, I did the same, but the hemming gum didn't extend to this upper part because I'll be using the facing to turn the neckline. The next thing to do is to pipe the armhole, but I really advise that you join your shoulder before piping the armhole. I already cut out the stripe to be used and it is 1 inch wide. You can also make use of bias to do this. I'll pin it down, then go over to the sewing machine to stitch using 1/2 inch measurement. Afterwards, I'll turn in the stripe by giving it a double fold. Then I will run a stitch on it to the end of the armhole. I'll do the same to this other armhole and the back piece as well. This is what I have after stitching down the stripe. The next thing to do is to join the shoulder. I'll place the back piece on the front piece, right side facing. I will use the front facing to wrap the shoulder. Then I will pin it together and go over to the sewing machine to stitch with 1/2 inch measurement. If you had joined the shoulder before piping the armhole, this is what you are going to have. That was why I said I will advise you do that. It's going to be neater that way. So I had to lose the piping, rejoin the armhole, and stitch it back. So the next thing to do is to close the side. But before then, I will attach pocket. Now from the armhole, I'll come down by 7 inches. That is where the pocket will start from. I'll notch it and notch the other side as well. For the pocket, I already folded my fabric into 4. The length is 11 inches while the width is 8 inches on fold. At the top here, I'll go in by 2 inches, then draw the shape I want my pocket to have, and afterwards I'll cut it out. For the pocket opening, I'll come down To attach the pocket, I will first come down from this mark by 6 inches for the same pocket opening. Then I will pin the edge of the pocket to the first notch on the dress. The second notch of the pocket will align with the second notch on the dress. And the same thing goes for the back. And this is how I will stitch it. From the armhole, I'll close the side by 1 inch, stop at the pocket opening, close the edges and continue stitching the side from where the pocket stops. I close the side and stitch the pocket, and this is what it looks like. I also do the same to the other side. And the next thing to do is to work on the lower part. I will measure round the hem to know the amount of fabric to cut out for the ruffles. I have 52 inches here, but you can have more or less of that, depends on how wide your hem is. Now 52 inches for the front and 52 inches for the back, meaning round the hem of this dress I have close to 3 yards. So for the lower fabric, I'll be cutting out double of that measurement. I folded this fabric into 8 because my table is not wide enough to accommodate all. The length is 10 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance, while the width is 25.5 inches. That's 25.5 times 8. I have the measurements I need. And the first thing I'll do is to fold in the hem of the upper and the lower part. The upper hem will be a double fold before stitching, while the lower part will be a single fold. After stitching the hem, I'll come down from this upper part by 0.75. Then I will run a loose stitch which will be used to gather the fabric. After running the loose stitch, the next thing to do is to gather the fabric. But before then, I'll pin the center fold as well as the side fold. This will make my gather evenly distributed when attaching it to the hem of my dress. Now I can make the gathers. I'll pick a thread and start to pull on it this way. And I'll make sure I do this gently so that the thread will not cut. I'll continue like this till the end of the fabric, and I'll be doing that off camera. After making the ruffles, the next thing to do is to attach it to the upper part. Now for this upper part, I will open up the seam of this side. I'll go up just a little from the hem. I will also notch the center fold. Now I will attach the upper and the lower part together, and I will start from this side. This lower part will not be sewn in, but will be placed on the upper part like so. I will make sure that the notch part on the upper part aligns with the pinned part on the lower part. I will go over to the sewing machine now to stitch. At this point, I already stitched the upper and the lower part together, and this is what it looks like. The next thing to do now is to close this side, and this is how I will do it. After closing this side, the last thing to do is to tack the button. And with that, we've come to the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are yet to. And I'll see you in my next one.